Jonez. I am here to do a quick VR to my friend Christy over at the Cheeky Jones channel, and I will link her stuff down below. She did a great video about sweater weather decks that we have that make us think about autumn and winter and the coming coolness. Now, this is rather funny because I am in a heat wave and I have my air conditioner on right now. So here I am thinking about sweater weather decks. And this is actually going to be a relatively short video because I have only used a couple of my creepy decks. Otherwise, it would this video would have a lot more decks in it. It was interesting to me to go through my entire collection, which I think is probably approaching 250 decks, and I found three. Three decks that remind me of sweater weather. And so here we go. So my first sweater weather deck is our beloved from Tarot Collectibles, the Winter Weight. These are all, RWS deck, but it's got the winter theme to it, and the cards have been changed to reflect the winter theme. I love this deck, and they did one last year and the year before, and they're going to do another one this year. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But this is my winter weight. That one is truly winterized and makes me think of sweater weather. The next deck that reminded me of winter is my Ghosts and Spirits deck. This is the back. And the Ghosts and Spirits reminded me of the winter weather because, I mean, look, it's rain and they're ghosties, and the dead tree branches, and it just made me think of winter. I love this deck. So yeah, this is the Ghosts and Spirits deck. So that is one of my that's one of my creepy decks that makes me feel like winter, autumn. And then my last deck is my Bohemian Gothic tarot, and that one makes me think of here are the backs. This one makes me think of winter because a lot of these photos are in dark, cemetery and inside castles or empty churches. And it just makes me feel like the coolness of winter. He's bundled in his jacket there, and outside of a castle-like place, and it just gives me the feeling of winter. And castles are dark and they're dank and they're cold, and you want to put on a sweater. And so this was the last deck that that made me feel like sweater weather. And if I used my creepy decks, I think I could find more, but it's all for the same purpose. A lot of them take place in places like castles. And so castles to me are always cold and dark and dank and wonderful. So that would be sweater weather. But the rest of my collection, I could not find anything that reminded me of winter weather. I was very surprised. The majority of my decks are like springtime, which really surprised me. But there you have it. Those are my only three sweater weather decks. What do you guys have in your collection? All right. See you on the next one.